things. But I wonder sometimes if people actually believe in anything, because they're taught these things, but they're not able to experience the divine presence and all the things that were explained in our spiritual and sacred teachings.
Like everything's not logic. There's a whole side of things they don't teach you in school, and that's that whole paranormal other side of the brain
thinking. They
thinking.
didn't want us to experience this because they knew it would be a trap, and that's how we're genetically even coded. But even the people who had coded us, I forget his name, the Anunnakis.
Was it Anu? Or
Anu, right. Even the great ruler Anu, way back in those days, knew that there was going to be a time that all these veils that he put in place to keep us dumbed down into this state of consciousness on this third dimension would not hold for very long, because we would just the DNA and our energy within ourselves would manifest into this divine, because it's all divine and we're all one and there's no separation between anything. So that's the good news.
And that new parable, or the new thing forthcoming, the dawn of a new day, as Jordan Maxwell is talking about the symbols, that is amongst us, and he's talking about that could possibly be a new one of the ones that genetically created the human species, and the Anunnaki. If you follow the work of Zecharia Sitchin and follow his books and all the work he's put out there, it is quite fascinating. The ancient Sumerians, creating the human species.
And there is somebody walking the halls of the Pentagon, according to Jordan Maxwell and some of the whistleblowers, that is being, groomed for this, to be the Holy One, the One, and all of that. But I think Christ warned us, he was going to come again, but in each and every one of us, not in any holier than thou kind of person, because he didn't even claim that he was holier than thou. He always claimed that whatever he did, we can do much more.
Right.
If we just love one another and forgive each other.
Right. So our saviors aren't really some external God or being. Our saviors are ourselves. It's our own consciousness, and opening that up. We are eternal creator gods. That's our purpose here. And we have all the answers from within. And that's the only place it's really the genuine loving emotions are going to come from. It's not going to come from any external so-called God or savior. Sorry to say.
Or anyone that's going to feed the world and solve all the problems of the wars around the world, because the problems are, we are the problem. The problems are the people who are creating the wars are the problem. So they can't have a solution, because that's their consciousness, would be war consciousness. So is that a funny
Yeah, just a funny comment from Nate. It said, nothing except a complete nuclear annihilation of our planet can kill the mushrooms that have colonized our planet. Wait, I thought Obama was going to do it. Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't hold my breath if it does happen.
Yeah.
Thank God. It means our consciousness is, evolving, and even our elite masters, it has affected, so it's not a bad thing. But I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. We'll get the big flat screen TV, so we'll be able to watch it live whenever it does happen, and we'll be able to look into their eyes to see if they're telling the truth, and use your own intuition, your own gut feeling. If it doesn't feel right, don't go to fear. Go to, it doesn't feel right. What am I, what can I do about it? And really, that's where you start the ground of working. I would not buy into anything. I would not discount anything. It's a whole new, world out there, and we don't know the ending. We just know we're part of the plot that's been put in place, and we just know that we want this ending or beginning to be a beautiful transition, and not a negative, warlike, devastating, nuclear or atomic or bombardment of annihilation. Where we start all over again, because we've come this far, and our souls are eternal. And I would like to think that I wouldn't have to come back and do this work all over again. Right from the beginning of time. I don't know. Back to the one single cell, whatever it was that I was, and moving up the chain of events till I got to this point. probably was a lot of hard work.
Yeah, we've all come a very long way just to be where we're at in a physical body, so don't take that for granted for a moment. Nate also mentioned, he's like, we got to talk about mushrooms sometimes. I know sometimes we have talked about mushrooms actually because of the work it does on your consciousness. I'm always interested in learning more and more. If you have specific links or any series or videos you'd like to share with me, we'd love to review it, check it out, probably learn a lot of information we don't already know. That would be tremendous, and we could always do that in a future show. And then you came up with a great quote, fear, false evidence appearing real. That's absolutely correct. Fear, once you understand fear and love and truly grasp the concept, it's so easy to just shut it out because you know it's an illusion. And that's kind of like the bigger picture. So, you know, you don't have to be captivated by fear. But, you know, and if you ever sense fear, feel a bad gut feeling, God feeling, or a bad vibration, you know instantly you could identify it as fear and just turn around and change your thought process and change your emotions along with it and start manifesting love, because that's what it comes down to, just fear and love. There's no in between. So it's your choice. What do you want to manifest and put out there? But I can guarantee you, due to the law of attraction, whatever energy that you manifest on a daily basis, you're going to attract into your life. Just that's the natural vibration of that law. So do keep that in mind as well.
And check out with the mushrooms. We'll have to do that on another video time. But Terrence McKenna and Alan Watts.
Yeah, they're both great.
They're great. Check out some of their work and some of the things that they were able to do under the influence of many of these mind-altering kind of drugs in natural form with the mushroom. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
And Nate here says he's that's been his specialty for 15 years. So yeah, we'd love to learn more.
I'm not sure if I'd want to experience them at this point, those magical mushrooms, but I'm sure you have a lot to discuss when you're getting into those realms of consciousness, real deep.
Yeah, so maybe we could even interview. Pretty cool.
If you're local, it would be nice if we can get to meet you sometime.
Sweet. We have another 3 minutes. I don't see any other questions here. Is there any information we didn't get to that we could cover?
No, it's just that, again, Be the Visitor. I think that's a fascinating. Flash Forward, another TV program, very interesting. I believe I got the amount of time wrong. It was 2 minutes and somewhat odd amount of seconds, but that's a very good thing. And there was The Fringe. So these are things that are falling into talking about on TV what we're talking about, expressing what we're talking about.
They plug in these truths, this hidden knowledge. They plug it into our everyday television, like these shows specifically. There's to where you would just reject it, seeing it like, oh wow, that could never happen. That's just amazing. Meanwhile, this is the actual truth. This is reality. Right. This isn't the illusion.
And the History Channel, I mean, every time I put on the History Channel, it's Nostradamus and the predictions of what it is now, or decoding the past of the Illuminati. I mean, I've never seen so many shows just committed to playing the same themes over and over again, especially if there's not that many people who are aware or interested in this. It's very interesting. It's almost like they're playing to me, so I can watch it on TV while I'm laying in bed eating a nice bowl of popcorn, then sitting at my computer going through streams of books and videos. So ongoing, it's constantly ongoing. Everything 2012, that movie, I saw some of the trailers of that. That looks fascinating. A little frightening, but fascinating. So there's everything is preparing us. So keep your eyes out. Be the Visitor is definitely going on the 3rd.
And do you know what kind of, or what channel? Or
ABC. Yeah, and then supposedly the Disclosure is ABC also, and that might be November 8th. So we're going to keep you informed. We have Halloween coming up next week, so interesting right after